write, or do you want me to write?
I don't know. Maybe you could write.
Are you done with school today? You want me to write?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to pick 3 different emotions. Okay?
3 different emotions.
Do you want a choice? Or do you want to come up with one?
Come up with one.
Alright. What do you want our first one to be?
Sad.
Okay. Alright. So it says, do you ever feel like you are sad? Why would you be sad?
Because no one would ever be with you.
What did you say?
No one would ever be with you.
No one would ever be with you?
Mm-hmm.
What is another way? No one would ever be with you. What's another way we can say that?
Like you don't have friends?
Okay. There you go. So how about we do no one would be with you and you don't have friends. Does that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, almost everyone in my life I met like through music or art, you know, similar interests. Obviously, that's how you make friends. People come in here, and even if they don't want to buy records necessarily, they'll just come in and hang out and just talk about music. It's a therapeutic thing, especially for me, just discovering a new band. It's the same for most people who shop here, old and young. They're just like after that, they're chasing that feeling of like, oh, new band, oh, new music, just like, you know. It's great. It's been bringing people together, and with this whole like vinyl boom, there's all these like old folks coming in here and getting a nostalgia trip, but then there's all these like young kids, you know, getting into it. It's for sentimental people, yeah. And yeah, it's wild to see how much people of very different walks of life are like have so much in common. It's nice to see people grow like artistically and make friends. Just yeah, it's more than a store. You know, we want to like help the community in any way possible.
Okay. What's your next emotion?
Lonely.
Lonely? All right. Why would you be lonely?
Because that if you're lonely, you won't do anything.
Okay. So if you are lonely, sometimes you feel like you don't do anything.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So because
it's sad because you do it by yourself.
Okay.
Music is very therapeutic for me in a lot of ways because it reminds me of home. I grew up writing verses, and I would always be surrounded by country music. Anytime I was at the barn, it would be playing. So here in Tallahassee, I get homesick very easily. I miss my friends and my family. So I always just roll down my windows, I put some country music on, and I feel a lot better very fast because of how it reminds me of home.
Well, I got one.
Okay.
Not feeling good?
Okay. Not feeling good. Why are you not feeling good?
Because you might need some friends because that's friendship.
Mm-hmm. So you're not feeling good because...
You need to friends because that's friendship.
Okay. Because you want friends and friendship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We were like all friends beforehand, before we started writing music together. And when I first met Carson, he like told me that he played guitar. And at my apartment, I asked if he wanted to just like come over, and I did kind of basically some like outward journaling, I guess you could say. Carson would play like a guitar riff, and I was just like on top of it.
Making music together is very different than being in a band together because that requires a lot of communication. You have to be very honest with each other. You have to be very vulnerable a lot of times. So I think being able to speak to each other and be honest with each other helps the creative process, obviously, but it's also for sure made us better friends.
Yeah,
And yeah, because there's a lot of things when you're creating something to put out to an audience, like you have to, be honest.
I think when you create music versus playing it, it's more like your own, like it is yours and you put your own touch into it. I think it means more to you because you have a deeper connection to it versus like if you listen to music that isn't your own, you can only connect to it so much. But if you create it yourself with your own emotions and with people you care about, you have like a deeper connection to it. It means more to you.
yeah.
That's what I have to say on it.
I think it's also like easier to access vulnerability with music that you create with other people. Coming forward with a cover of like a song that I love, like I think that's also an act of vulnerability. I think also practicing for a show is like maybe I'm not gonna call it vulnerability, but it's like we have to hold each other accountable, and that in of itself, like having that relationship of being able to communicate together is part of that also. That literal release from like yelling. You ever scream at somebody? That's not good, right? Literal air leaving your body is therapeutic. Like singing is like, it's breath work.
Do you know that there is something you can do when you feel blue? You just gotta
Believe in yourself.
Okay, I love it. Believe in yourself, and what else? What's something else we can do?
And never give up.
And never give up. I love it. The next part says, say good things. What's one good thing you can say to yourself?
You could do it.
Okay, I love it. All right, you ready? You gonna start from here? Whenever you're ready.
Do you ever feel like you are sad because no one would want to be with you and you don't have friends? Do you ever feel like you are lonely because you do things all by yourself? Do you ever feel like you're not feeling good because you want friends and friendship? Do you know that there's some things that you can do when you feel blue? You just gotta believe in yourself and never give up. Say good things like I can do it, 'cause baby you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go oh, oh, oh. You're gonna leave them all in oh, oh, oh.
Beautiful. You're proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Good. I'm proud of you. Alrighty. That's what we have